Time now for Join News Interactive. This is where we interact with you on social media, WhatsApp, Twitter, Facebook, and all of that. And the gold standard smile bearer is here.
Hello. All right, let me run you through what we are looking at this evening. Quickly, mysterious death of 13-year-old boy sparks fear among residents of Kwaya in the eastern region, but induces cold reactions on social media. Ghanaians give us the state of the economy and the man's new movement, all coming up on Joy News Interactive, brought to you by Airtel. Enjoy more talk, longer text, and all the internet browsing with Airtel 2 Much Packs. The number to dial is *202#. My name is Ifwa Akwa Harrison. We'll be right back.
Joy News Interactive.
All right, now you can get interactive with us via all our social media platforms. We're on facebook.com/Joy News on TV. We're also on Twitter at Joy News on TV. Alternatively, you can send us an email to joynewsim@multitvworld.com or send your messages via WhatsApp. Israeli is ready to read them. The number is 05608000000. The number again is 0560800,000. Please remember to add your name and location when sending us a message via WhatsApp. Now, let's start with this sad story of a 13-year-old boy who was buried today. He was found dead after he supposedly burnt his father's Bible. Okay, so the story, which is on myjoyonline.com, talks about how the people of Kwaya in the eastern region are afraid because this 13-year-old was reportedly struck by lightning during the act. The father of the boy, Opoku Efriye, who is a church leader, says he was called home to see his dead son with his Bible burning next to him. Now, according to the boy's father, the boy had been tearing pages of the Christian holy book to use as toilet paper for a while, but not before telling his parents he wanted to spend more time with them. Of course, the boy was punished for that. Subsequently, it seems the boy went too far and his death has all been chalked up to evil spirits. Now, I am really disappointed with the kinds of comments that are coming on this story on social media, and not the ones saying that the news item is a hoax, Israel, because everyone seems to have lost sight of the fact that this is a boy who was crying out for the attention of his parents and nothing was done about it. But everyone instead is like, okay, the boy deserves it. So let's go on to Facebook and see what people are saying about it. And this one is from Princess Jackie Akate. She says, God acts in his own ways. If a 13-year-old boy could do this, imagine what he will do in 10 years to come. To me, he will burn churches, kill pastors, and rape their wives. So this is one of the harsh comments coming on that particular issue. But let's take Nafdela's comment. Now, he actually got it, and he quotes the article which says, my son had always complained we were not making enough time for him, but I'm a church leader and I cannot shirk my responsibility to the church and God's work. Who told this man that if you do God's work, you should not have time for your child? So that's what Nafdela is saying about this particular issue. But a lot of people are saying that the news is fake. But our reporter, Kwete Nate, who is with Joy News, actually spoke to the father of this boy who confirmed the story. But let's see what people are saying on WhatsApp, Israel.
All right, but I have a completely different view of all that. I like to take it from another angle. I'm saying if this boy died under mysterious circumstances, I mean, we can't just conclude that because he was tearing pages from the Bible. There could be some underlying,
well, reason. They said he was burning the Bible and lightning struck him dead.
Oh, no, I'm sure there may be something. But you see, thing is, we wouldn't really investigate and we'll just
apparently they did it. Yeah, they just buried the boy. They didn't.
All right, let's get on to WhatsApp and see what's there. Joy News, you're the best. You guys are doing a great job. We pray the Lord grant him eternal glory for it's God's plan. From DJ Frank in Boku. Please tell the Interior Minister to come to our aid because we, the innocent ones, are suffering in the curfew from Majid. So it's not related. But here's another one. Wow, Jesus is indeed Lord. From Ishmael Kelvin also Takra. So that has to do with the story we're talking about, the boy. And let's go. This one says,
that is the work?
That is the work of God. Felix Amo from Abredunkwa. So there are a number of people who actually think that is a work of God, like you saw in the earlier post.
But
Hakeem from Tamale says the parents are irresponsible, simple and short. So he,
no, because I feel like, you know, the boy was actually crying for attention and saying that, you know, you don't have time for me.
Let's take one more. This is serious, but please, I'm really sad for Chewa and Michael Taff. Okay, that's not
all right.
exactly
So that's it for WhatsApp. Let's move on. Other stories we are looking at this hour. The violent turn of events at Kaswa today when protesters of Millennium City rejected the demolition of their homes. Let's take a look at what you've been saying about that story on Facebook as well. Fatai Salau says demolition should not be going on without the police and a ready evacuation means and plan should the demolition turn violent. Christian Mensa is saying demolition turns violent, Ish. And Enam Awatro thinks this must be investigated thoroughly. What do we have on WhatsApp?
Okay, so we don't have anything yet on the demolition, but there are a lot more coming up on the boy who got killed. The parents must be blamed for this because he's just a child. And there's another one that says, these are all wonders in the world, from Majid, again in Bembela. There was one that came earlier, that said, please look more into this because it is very serious, and it's from Kofi T. And indeed,
unfortunately, there was no time to do an autopsy on what actually caused the death of the boy.
But that should have been done. I have see if this other one will come through. All right. Let's move on to what happened at the NDC party headquarters today. That is NDC General Secretary Johnson Isiedu Nkiti announcing the dismissal of 2 of the party's administrative staff. Now, the story has been gaining a lot of traction on our Facebook page as well. And here are some of your comments on that particular one. Also, tell us what you think about presidential aspirant George Boateng. Okay, he was on the show earlier today. And if you've been following the news, then you know what General Secretary Asiedu Nkiti makes of the guy. Easy, what do you make of him? What do you make of him? I reserve my comments.
You reserve your comments,
no,
okay.
But really, at a point in time, I really felt like bursting out in the laughter, but I had to contain myself.
Okay, well, let's see the comments on Facebook. And this one is from Obeng Kwao Stephen. He says, NDC being the democratic demonstrators are not demonstrating democracy again. Ooh, that's a tongue twister. He says, I wonder why. CC Kole says, what kind of democracy are we practicing in Ghana? Are you saying that no one must challenge the sitting president? Do you guys in the NDC not believe that someone can do better than John Mahama? Let's remember competition breeds good and efficient results. I rest my case. Oh, my mouth no bigano. Okay, Ibrahim Biligo says that's NDC democracy for you. And Kweku Randy says it's never true because Mr. Boateng is contesting the president. That's why you've sacked those who issued the forms to him. If it were to be Mahama, will you have sacked them? Asiedu Nkiti, stop this arrogant and hypocritical behavior. I think that's what you are trying to say. Okay, let's move on to the streets and talk about the state of your economy. Now, earlier today, Minister of Finance Tekpe gave a press briefing on the state of the economy, which seems to be okay. But who is feeling the pinch? That's right, you. Let's see what people said earlier today about the state of their economies.
It's not good at all. Everybody is suffering. Everybody, the whole country, everybody is suffering, unless those who says they have acquired something that they are not suffering. But for me, a teacher, I'm suffering.
As a business person, I would say that the economy is in a shock mode.
Very bad. Our jobs are being collapsing, and we find it difficult to make ends meet. So we think if we can do something for it, it will be better for us all.
I don't see any change at all for years now. It's the value of the money.
We can't complain. We live in Ghana and we have to just work hard to meet up our demands and all that.
Scale of 100, I will give them 40% because as things are not really going very well, you know. The current economic situation, doomsaw and other stuffs. Now, my pocket money was more than 5 cities, but now it's reducing.
Our salary has not been increased, and then maybe if it's increased a little bit, everything is increased. So the economy this is not easy for us.
Everything is hard these days. You can't buy anything. Me too, we are not getting work to do.
The state of economies for people in Ghana. Well, someone who keeps finding innovative ways around the economy is Mohammed Okwabi. He's a hustler and popularly known as the Kpakpakpa man. It's been a year since he told us about his movement that goes a long way to feed him and all his 5 children.
How are you surviving? How has your finances been over the period?
Yes, the Kpakpakpa 5 children. Yeah, you ask. Do you know? Owarik Banjo.
What is Owarik Banjo?
Yeah, Owarik Banjo. Meaning, if you wake up, if you have a siblings or this and that, you have to go to them, go there, and grab something small to support.
So you are relying on your siblings, your external family for support?
No, I'm not relying on them, but just for some time, because the Kpakpakpa is still there. But this one is Owarik Banjo. You have to go to them just to rescue you for some time, not to fall. Yes, yeah, not to fall. So if you didn't fall, then but you know, then you come and continue on your Kpakpakpa movement. The Kpakpakpa movement, because of the doom and the dun has affected a lot of people business. But
I can even see you wearing a kpakpakpamarket.com. Do you own this one too?
No, well, some industrialists who just invited me. The man was so good. Yeah, he just invited me and I was making a trade for him. Yeah, selling Angry Birds. Like a Kpakpakpa. I'll go and pick Angry Birds and go and sell some. Then if the small profit I'll get, then I have to come for the Kpakpakpa people to come and survive.
So that's it. Owarik Banjo and Kpakpakpa movements combined.
No, so what? Owarik Banjo is supposed to be the remix of the Kpakpakpa.
Yeah, I don't really
and still come back to it, and then Angry Birds come into the picture somewhere. Okay. Does somebody need some examination here? Let's get on to what's happened. Go through some of the comments that we have. There's this guy who sent this one earlier. I've just assessed myself and I realized that I'm the only one who can step in and take the wheel of Ghana presidency after JM tenure of office in 2020. That's Honorable King George, aka Undertaker, and it goes Lord. It means he's not really serious about that.
Out loud.
And then sorry for his death. Ghana's economy is not stable. This dollarization is killing our motherland. Livingston Billy. And then let's work hard and stop complaining about the economy. Castro Waito from home. And then the old man wants a job too. Could be a branch of Agona Kwenyaku. Masa, look, my senior brother completed university and still home. I've also completed school and still home. Imagine.
So and you have to do some Owarik Banjo. Yeah, okay. So that's a funny one coming in. Now, that's about it for the Thursday evening edition of Joy News Interactive on Joy News Prime. But I will leave you with this video, which is appropriate. You know, it's Thursday, and Thursday is usually Throwback Thursday. Israel, before I take that video, I have a question. Dictation or